Hey everyone, so if you have just entered the course on Blackboard, check out the announcement. It gives you a link to be able to click on, and then you'll join Teams. You probably require my permission to get into Teams, but once you're in there, go ahead and go into the Teams and go to General, and just kind of say new conversation and say hi. That way you know everything's working and that you're in the right Teams. This is the intro video. I'll update it with the link of this video that I'm recording right now. And that just kind of tells you what the rest of this video does. So other stuff, announcements will always pop in here. Go to Meet Your Professor if you want to look up information like when my office hours are and kind of what my schedule looks like throughout the week. Course information, this is where your syllabus will be. I'll upload it in a bit. How to download Teams, it's suggested that you download the app for Teams. It works a lot better than being on the web. The textbook is located here, as well as here, as well as here. So there's multiple places to access the textbook. Quizlet is optional. So if you don't want to use that, that's okay. It's just kind of a testing tool. That's kind of extra. Going forward, we are going to the course calendar. And you can see this is the schedule of how we're going to progress through the course. We cover about a chapter a week, and then discussions and quizzes are due weekly. So yeah, let's get into our next thing, our psych book. So if you click on that, it will allow you to download the psychology book if you want to open it on like a tablet or just have access to it. Another way to get to the book is to go through each chapter. Each of these chapters have the reading, the slides that I use, as well as the study guide, which is just the vocabulary, and then the audio, which reads the book back to you. My grades is how you check how well you're doing in the class. Discussion board, your first group of assignments. Each chapter has a discussion board. You are to ask a question. Oh, that's interesting. You are to ask a question per chapter on what the chapter is about, just something that interested you in the chapter. These questions are not meant to be a one answer questions. They are meant to have open-ended answers. So you can kind of ask all kinds of questions that have multiple answers to them. Not like, what's the definition of blank? That's not a good question. And you're supposed to answer to 2 of your peers' responses. So they'll have a question like this, and then you know how you think psychology will help you in your daily life, and then you can hit reply, and then you can kind of give your answer. The other thing you have to do each week is take a quiz. So you can click on that. You can see that it says this can be saved and resumed later, as well as have multiple attempts. You have 3 attempts for each quiz. They're not timed, so they're kind of like an open homework assignments. You have 3 chances to get your 10 out of 10 for each chapter. And then you have your exams, which will be released according to the calendar date. But yeah, you have those exams. There are 2 attempts on the exam. They are timed, and you have to complete them in one sitting. So once you start the exam, you have to finish it. And yeah, that's the only difference. They're timed. You have 30 to 40 questions per exam. And at the end of the semester, you have an essay. Basically choose one of these 6 topics and write about it, 2 pages max. So it's not really a long essay. And then you have all these extra credit stuff. So extra credit, we'll talk about that. You have psychology club, you have concept maps that you could do, and you have worksheets. So these are all the worksheets. You can download them, fill them out, and submit them back in here for extra credit. That should be enough to get you started. I'll probably go over pretty much the same things when we start the class. So look forward to seeing everyone there. And that's it.